walking around like, oh my God, what do I do? Do I eat in my favorite restaurant? Right? Do I dance on the road? Okay? Do I go and see my sister, mother, father? Freedom in the mind is a dangerous thing if you don't know how to use it. So you now have a mind of freedom. You are no longer who you used to be. And thanks to the system that infinity has created, all right, they unlocked that mind to give you this sense of freedom. All right, this is the exact moment when Ratan Tata decided to start being an entrepreneur. When Steve Jobs wanted to create his own computer. All right, when Dhirubhai Ambani wanted to start his own business. When Bill Gates decided that he was going to start Microsoft. That was the moment. But what you fail to understand, there were millions of people who had that moment also. After watching a movie like Guru, you know, with Abhishek Bachchan, you watch the movie Guru, how you feel? Oh, I'm going to start my own business. I am not going to be a bloody employee. All right? Now, that freedom is a dangerous thing, you know. Because freedom without purpose is like masturbation. It's a waste of time. All the children go down the toilet. Do you understand or not? All right? Okay? Kavita, I'm sorry. I'm just saying what I feel. Okay? All right? But freedom without purpose, without direction, without commitment, all right, is useless. Do you understand? So the main point is now you have freedom. And from freedom, you must decide your purpose or why you are here. All right? Yes, you have a dream list. But every taxi driver in India and every taxi driver in Dubai has a dream list. They did not write it on paper. They have it somewhere in their subconscious mind. When they watch a movie, when they drive past Emirates Hills, all right, or they drive Pali Hills in Mumbai, they said, "Ayo, I wish I had a home like that." All right? Or when they see a Ferrari or a Mercedes or BMW. So now you have freedom and you got a dream list. Each one of you. If you have done your system, you have a dream list and you have a mind which is finally free. Now the danger that you fail to understand, that freedom will vanish very fast if you don't act on it. That you will fall back into your status quo. And let me warn you that many of you on this call, all right, you are going for the system. You are doing presentation. You are doing everything according to what Kavita, Sachin, Amit, Digi, everyone is teaching you. But you are not getting results, you know. And you are confused. You said, why? I'm following everything to perfection. Presentation I'm doing. Dream list I have. Name list I have. But why am I not getting the results? Because that moment of freedom that was unlocked in your mind, you didn't take advantage of it. You didn't sustain it. You didn't fuel it. You didn't keep it on. So many people in network marketing, the greatest danger is they do the activity, but here has gone back. Your body is moving forward. Your hand is doing the presentation. Your ears and your eyes are watching this video right now. But this has gone back to before the presentation. That you have doubt in your mind whether it's possible. You have doubt in your mind whether everyone can max out. Is it possible? And that is the greatest danger of freedom. You give freedom to a moron, it will last for one day. If you give freedom to somebody who is switched on, and they will change the world, I promise you. So the first thing you have to reactivate today on this call is recognize the fact that you are not normal. Now CNN and every news channel is talking about this word called the new normal. There is a new normal in network marketing. That means you are no longer like the rest of the world. Your mind doesn't operate with them. The world sees a crisis, you see an opportunity. All right? The world sees rejection, you get excited for the next prospect. All right? The world sees failure, you see a lesson learned to make you better. The world sees a challenge, you must see something that is going to make you stronger every single step of the way. And that mindset is what you need to sustain. So you have now unlocked your potential, You have unlocked it. You have started a journey. But if you don't make the commitment, if you don't find your purpose, then that mind will get locked again. Now I use the word purpose, and it's very different from dream. Purpose is what the world will remember you for. Dream is what you achieve. This is two different things. A dream is what you achieve. Your house, your car, your Rolex watch, all right, your Mercedes, your Ferrari, your BMW, your first class flight. This is something you experience, It's personal and it's very valuable because that is the fuel that keeps that mind, all right, in freedom mode. Because freedom without benefit, what's the use? What's the use of having freedom without benefit? All right. So India was conquered by the British. True. India was conquered by the British and everyone was complaining. And then a skinny, bald man called Gandhiji said, British better bugger off. And then the whole India said, freedom! But today you go to India, what freedom do you see? Where is that freedom? All right, how is that freedom fulfilled? There are people around the world suffering anyway in independent countries. Freedom needs to be fueled. Freedom needs to be justified every single day. Freedom needs to be reaffirmed to yourself every single day. So why I use the word financial freedom is because when I fly first class, you are excited. All right? Oh, Chief is flying first class. I'm so excited. Morons! Are you in first class with me? Are you enjoying the first class seat? Are you washing your ass in that big toilet in the A380? Are you taking a shower at 37,000 feet above sea level? No. It fuels me. It proves to me that the decision I made was right. That sustaining the decision was worth it. That every sacrifice, every time my name comes out in Google in a negative way, and I'm reading it lying down in my first class seat in Emirates, I smile. You understand? But if my name comes out negative in Google, and I'm sitting in cargo class with the cows and the sheep in economy, I will feel depressed. So dreams is to fuel you. Dreams is to fuel you. And that is important. And the longer you take to make a dream a reality, the more doubt starts to mess with your mind. That's why I tell people, achieve your dreams as soon as possible. Do it now. All right? Short-term dreams and big dreams. All right? I remember when I signed up, I did my dream list. I was a 22-year-old moron. All right? And I grew up with the Indian culture, And in my area, all right, all the respected men had a bracelet. Don't laugh. They had a gold bracelet, all right? Not silver, nothing, gold. They wore it in their hand, And when they walk around, people feel, okay, this must be a big man, right? Because in my area, everyone with a gold bracelet was a big-time gunda or a successful businessman, all right? And that dream was insignificant. My first bracelet cost me about 1,200 US, all right? And I bought it on my second week of business. Now, today I look at the bracelet, I won't wear it, all right? It's a real Hindi movie, Gunda in some Gujarat place or something like that, gold bracelet. I will never wear it. I don't wear rings. I don't wear anything anymore. But at that moment, that dream meant the world to me. That dream proved to me that I was a free man. could walk into a jewelry store and buy something I couldn't afford for 22 years as an adult, but I could buy it for cash. So your dreams, however small, however big, must be achieved fast. Because if you don't achieve and make your dreams a reality, whether it's your first car can be a Honda, all right? Your second car can be a Mercedes, doesn't matter. If you are riding a two-wheeler, moving to four wheels is an upgrade, all right? But the longer you take to achieve it, the freedom, you're losing that freedom. You become a slave again, all right? Not to your boss. You may be full-time in Qnet, but you could be earning peanuts, So if you are on this journey with us, your dreams is the fuel. Your dreams becoming a reality. Yes, you can put your car on Facebook and inspire 1,000 people. Inspiring 1,000 people is a side effect. Inspiring yourself is the most important aspect. All right? And today, I realize that I am where I am today because of the dreams that became a reality. The dreams that Dato'sri Vijay allowed me to achieve through this great business called network marketing, direct selling, e-commerce marketing, whatever you want to call it. And I know today for a fact, even if I go back 22 years, whatever I do, I will not be in this position today. That network marketing got me here. Network marketing got Sachin and Kavita where they are today. All right? And the first thing you have to remember is that dream. It's your fuel, not me. When you achieve it, I am proud. But what it means to you is million times more powerful than what it means to me. And today, Sachin, Kavita, Amit, Digi have all maybe forgotten the first car we bought, the first house we bought, small Kuchi house, 2-bedroom apartment somewhere. All right? Today, I buy a new car. I don't even go to the showroom. My secretary, boss, your car is already 3 years old. I change my cars every 3 years. Boss, your car is 3 years. I said, buy whatever you like. But my first car was $10,000 cash I bought. I went to the showroom every day. I sat in the seat. It was my dream. I took my mother. She took that small Ganesha, to put in the car. All right? Flowers. In India, you break one coconut. You put one garland. You take one photo. You understand? But that memory, that moment was magical. And I'm sad today, guys, that everything I buy today doesn't give me that magical feeling anymore. Today I buy things for practical reasons. I need a bigger house? Yes, bigger house. All right? I need a new car? Yes, new car. But that magic, you are so lucky. All of you watching this right now, you are the luckiest morons on the planet. Because for the next 2 years, 3 years, every dream that becomes a reality will be magical. Enjoy it. Fuel yourself. Because that's the power you need. Now, purpose is different. Purpose is what people will remember you for. Now, nobody will remember Sachin for his watch and car. People will remember Sachin and Kavita because of the number of lives that they have changed. The number of people they have empowered to achieve financial independence, financial freedom. That you will be remembered for the next 10 generations. And for you to maintain that sense of freedom, it needs a combination of dream and purpose. Dream alone, you won't last. Purpose is important. Dato'sri Vijay Eswaran, our upline, our mentor. Today, he is the richest man I know personally. But look at his sense of commitment to us. Look at his desire to help change people's lives. Now, don't become a messiah. You know the meaning messiah? Don't become a guruji. You are a useless person to change life if your life has not changed. Alright? Then you better become a Guruji, start one ashram. Alright? Or go on the streets and pick up children and put them all in a home and feed them. Alright? That also you cannot do without us, You still need money. Alright? You can never fulfill your purpose until your dream list is fulfilled. I was taught from young that you cannot be selfless until you satisfy your selfishness. Do you understand this? Don't misunderstand me. Satisfy your selfishness, and only then you can be selfless. Dreams is to satisfy your selfishness in a good way, and then your purpose kicks in. And where are you right now? You are not in the changing lives category yet. Leave it to Sachin, leave it to Kavita, leave it to Sati, Arun, alright, Amit, Digi, leave it to your uplines. Now you are in the selfish moment. And I'm saying this with a positive purpose. That means your dream list must be do or die. Your dream list cannot be wish and hope. Your dream list must be do or die now. What you can do now, why do next week? Alright? This is the biggest disease today I see. I made my Wednesday message. When I first started my journey, I asked my upline, Dato'sri Vijay. Alright? Dato, that time he was not Dato, he was Vijay Eswaran. I called him Eswaran. I said, Eswaran, how many people should I sign up? He said, how many people can you sign up? I didn't know anything, I was an empty cup, 1998. So I said, I don't know. He said, well, how many people who are very close to you who won't say no to you? Go and talk to them first. What do you mean? But man, 22 years, you must have some people who know you well enough, who love you enough, who won't say no to anything you ask. I said, yes, go and talk to them. So for 48 hours, I spoke to 22 people, including Sati, my mother, Kuna, Naresh, alright, my cousin in London. I've never been to London before that. You understand? I called everyone, no email, no Zoom, nothing, phone call. Alright? And I signed up 22 direct referrals in my first 48 hours from my hot zone. And I went back to Dato, not proud, because I don't know, is 22 good? All of you morons are clapping. 22, chief, unbelievable! That's your problem. I didn't know 22 was good. And I had an unbelievable upline. I went to Dato'sri, I told him, Eswaran, I have 22 people. And we have demand draft, what they call it? Banker's draft. Right? And I gave him, I said, this is the best I could do. You know what he said? It's not great, Pathman, but it's okay. You see, he planted a seed in my mind, that 22 directs in 48 hours was okay. You morons get one direct in 48 hours, you're already going to Siddhi Vinayak and breaking 10 coconuts. Ganesha ji, thank you so much. I got one sign up. Unbelievable. Do you understand? Right? And this is the problem with mindset. This is the problem with benchmark. And then I started my business journey. And you can ask Sati, I'm a maniac. If you think Kavita is a maniac, she is Mother Teresa compared to me, Biggie and Amit. You don't want to be my direct referral. Guaranteed divorce. Because my direct referral will come and tell me, Chief, my wife is not so happy I'm doing this business. Divorce. That's my answer. Alright? And some moron will come and say, Chief, people are laughing at me. I said, quit the business. Don't waste my time. Do you understand? I didn't have time. I was a maniac. I expected people to perform better than me. Because Dato'sri Vijay planted a mindset that I was average. My performance was average. Therefore, everyone I signed up, I wanted them to be better than average. That means better than Pathman. That was my goal. So everyone I signed up, I monitored their 48 hours to make sure they crossed 22 directs. And I didn't give them recognition. I didn't give them a garland. I told them, guys, I'm sorry, I only did 22. Right? But based on what Ishwaran told me, that's average. That means I think you should do about 30, 36. Right? So start calling all your relatives. Start calling all your friends. Tell them, shut up and sign up. You have an opportunity which you'll explain the next day or 2 days after that. And we went on a rampage. And anyone came to my house, I don't ask, how are you? I don't offer you chai also. Nowadays, all these modern networkers, you go to their house, there's chai, pakora, you understand or not? All right, bindi, fried bindi with rice and dal and all that. This is all VIP treatment. You came to my house, pani hai pani, that's all you get. Plain water, 1 glass. I don't even waste my mouth saying, how are you? My only question, how many presentation, how many closing today? Only one question. Because I realized that I had to plant the seed fast in their minds. Because they just broke through, They just had a breakthrough. They just became free. And I have to direct them in the right direction. I cannot tell them, you must get a PhD before you succeed. I cannot tell them, training. I got to get them started. And remember, when somebody achieves freedom for the first time, that is when their cup is totally empty. That is when you can put anything into the cup. So think very carefully what you put into your new sign-ups cup. Because that is the benchmark they will remember. That is basic psychology, Alright, so everyone in my organization, what was in their cup? What was the benchmark of direct referrals 48 hours? 22. That was the benchmark. So when they come and see me and they got 10 directs, they will apologize, They will say, Chief, sorry, I only got 10. And I also said, what a bloody useless bugger. Okay, never mind. The guy you signed up, he better get 22. Now, we didn't know what was the benchmark. So Dato trained me by giving me very little information. He knew I was a warrior. He knew that I was hungry with my dream list. He knew I grew up in poverty for 22 years. He knew my love for Amma and what I wanted to give my mother. So he manipulated me psychologically. He knew that his downline, Pathman Senathirajah, will die to achieve financial freedom. And that is very valuable. So right now, at what stage are you? You are at the stage of making your dream list into reality. But a dream without a deadline is masturbation. That's it. Every dream, however small, bracelet, I said 1 week. Car, I said 1 month. Alright? You understand not? And my dream was to buy jewelry for my mother. Because, Indian ladies those days, jewelry was their mana maryada, their pride when they go for weddings. Alright? I said 1 month, I must buy my mother whatever jewelry she wants. So every dream I had, even though today I look at that dream was small. Alright? But every dream had a deadline. And I never slept. I am confused how you are sleeping. I am really confused. You don't know my journey. I slept in my car. That means if I went to another state and I finish my meeting at 4 in the morning, my next meeting is at 9, I'll sleep in my car. Wash my face. My car had a hanger with my shirt. Change my shirt. Sakti will be sleeping next to me. Alright? And then we'll go for our next presentation. Now, I don't see that hunger anymore. I don't see that craziness anymore. You know why? Because all of you, mentally, the danger you face is that you have gone back to your comfort zone. That you have gone back to the possibility of a safety net in your life. Because you are not a moron. You are not uneducated. You think you got the safety net, I did not have a safety net. This was do or die for me. Alright? But many of you watching this video right now, admit it. Look into my eyes. And you know I'm telling the truth. You somewhere at the back here, you have a safety net. Now let me tell you the reality. Your safety net is gone. A tiny thing called a virus destroyed your safety net. That for the next 2 years, unemployment is going to be the highest. Economies are going to collapse. Traditional businesses are gone. That means you only have one thing to rely on right now. That is Qnet and nothing else. If this does not give you a wake-up call, nothing will. That means now, technically, you are in the best position to take your dreams seriously. You see, this dream list is not school homework, The dream list is not for you to write, complete, and show your upline teacher. Teacher, I finished my dream list. Thank you, sir. Don't make it into homework. This is about your life. This is about your journey. This is about your legacy. That piece of paper that you wrote on the first 48 hours watching the 8 basic building blocks in your system, that piece of paper is going to define your grandchildren's life. You understand? That means the next 10 parampara generations of your life is going to be decided by your dream list. Now, Arun George wrote his dream list in Bahrain, working for some company selling toilet paper. All right, he wrote his dream list. And because every dream had a timeline, I remember going to Bahrain and doing the first re-recon with Japa, with Dato, with Kuna. And I told the crowd that a dream without a deadline is useless. A dream without a deadline means you're going back to a job lah. All right? And Arun George, I hope he heard me. And I'm sure he heard me. Because today, by taking his dream list seriously, his children's future is secured. His daughter and son are born millionaires, His grandchildren's future is secured. They are going to the best universities. Kalas, done, settled. Arun can die peacefully. I hope he doesn't die. All right, but Arun can die peacefully now. You see, my mother taught me one thing. You don't know when you are going to die. But when you die, you should die peacefully. And let me tell you the reality. The only time you will die peacefully when you know your children's future is secured, your spouse's future is secured, the next generation and the next generation is secured. And the only business that can offer you this peace of mind is if you build your trekking centers to be a max out trekking center consistently. Then you can die, peacefully. So a dream without a deadline is useless. So all of you after this call, take out your dream list and put a date to every dream. All right, your big dreams. Villa in Mauritius, 5 years, no problem, put 5 years. All right, marrying Kareena Kapoor, 10 years, never mind. Oh, she'll be old by then, quite useless. All right, okay, marrying Kriti Sanon. Marrying Kriti Sanon in 5 years, put it in your deadline. You understand? But don't have that dream list as a useless piece of homework. That dream list will define who you become in this company, will define your journey in network marketing. So that's the first part I wanted to share with you. The second part is this overused word, which is basic building block number 2, which is called commitment. What is commitment? Nobody has defined it. The best speaker on stage cannot define commitment because commitment is personal. It's your choice, Nobody can instill commitment in you. Your mother and father couldn't instill commitment in us, You understand not? However they whacked us, however they made us sit on the dining table with our books, did you study? No, you did not. Commitment is a personal decision. Nobody can make it for you. Dato'sri Vijay didn't get me committed. He spoke about commitment. But I made the decision on my commitment level. Now let's face a reality. Every one of you, 20 over 1,000 people there, your commitment level, guaranteed, is not high enough. Now don't get angry. Don't get upset. Chief, I'm working very hard. My question is, compared to who? The measurement of commitment can only be measured if you compare it to another benchmark. So who is your benchmark? See, I am rich, right? I am very rich, okay? But compared to Bill Gates, I'm poor. Compared to Steve Jobs when he was alive, I am poor. Compared to, what's his name, Mukesh Ambani, I am poor. All right? And that creates anger in me. So who is my financial benchmark will decide my commitment. So who is your benchmark in networking? Who is your benchmark in presentation? Who is your benchmark on weekly checks? Who is your benchmark on your leadership quality? And that benchmark is supposed to create discipline in you. It's supposed to define your work ethic. Without a benchmark, you're wasting your time. Now, I know you're looking up and thinking, Chief, my upline is my benchmark. I'm sorry, I don't know your upline. All right? Your benchmark cannot be 1 inch higher than you. Guaranteed you will fail. Don't waste time. Your benchmark cannot be 2 inches away from you. Your benchmark, if I'm sitting here, must be the ceiling. You understand? Your benchmark must be far enough to almost be unreachable. Your benchmark must be something that keeps you wondering all the time. Will I ever become like her? Will I ever become like him? You see, my benchmark is Dato'sri Vijay. That's my only benchmark. I have no other benchmark. I have no other guru, mentor. I don't listen to YouTube gurus. I don't listen to all the ashram gurus on the planet. All right? I only choose one mentor. Okay? Who is my benchmark. I don't listen to any motivational videos of anything on YouTube. I watch Hindi movies. All right? That is my inspiration. Do you understand? But my benchmark in life, I decided when I was 26 years old. Many of you don't know. When I was 22, I was an alcoholic, a party animal. All right? Don't now get upset. Now I don't drink at all. I don't touch. At the age of 26, the click happened in me. I was working hard. All right? But I was falling into a comfort zone. My checks were big. And I said, oh my God, this is it. I made it. I made more money than every relative I ever know in my life. And everyone in my neighborhood. All right? I had it all. Life was beautiful at age of 26. That young. But I did not have a guru. I did not have a mentor. Dato'sri was my upline. And then at 26 years old, without anyone knowing, I was in my house with my mother. I made a decision. That was the moment, after 4 years of selfishness, that was the moment I reached the decision to be selfless. That I wanted to rise. That I wanted to become a better Pathman. That I wanted to make more money and make a difference in people's lives. That I wanted to be the benchmark for the V in every aspect. And I went to my mentor's house, Dato'sri Vijay, for the first time. And I told him, one day I want to be like you. His answer was standard. Apu, you must be better than me. Every upline says this. Sachin every day tells you on stage, you must be better than me. Dato'sri told me the same thing. I said, really? I said, okay, tell me what to do. And I followed him. For 2 years, I followed him everywhere he went, every country, just to learn how to improve myself, because I could not give any more to my downlines. Because I have reached the max as this Pathman. That this Pathman had too many weaknesses. I couldn't give any more to my downline. Alright, my trainings were mundane. There was no content. Alright, I had nothing to talk about except max out and presentation, which is important. But with your leadership, you have to raise them. And you cannot raise people until you have risen. And I surrendered. The only human being I've surrendered in my life, the only human being is Dato'sri Vijay. I completely surrendered to him. I followed him. I learned everything. Alright, and I came back and I pushed my network even harder. Alright, I understood that every one of my leaders are in a comfort zone. Because imagine, all of you watching this video, before Qnet, your income was about 1,000 US, 2,000 US, okay, maximum, I believe, in India or even UAE. Some of you were earning 4,000 US, doesn't matter. But let's say average income 1,000 to 2,000 US, which is damn good by Asian standards. And then what happened? You started networking. Now don't lie to me. If your checks now are 2,000 a week, and that means in 1 month you earn 8,000. What does the devil tell you? Bhai sahab, 4 times your salary, chakde batte. You understand or not? Inside here, in front your upline, Ayo, Sachin bhai, I'm disappointed with my check. Then you are driving back, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000. You understand not? Diwali, you are telling your relatives, kya hai bhai sahab? Kitna salary? 2,000. Chha! I am earning 8,000 from Qnet. What bloody bullshit. This is the biggest danger in network marketing. It is called the subconscious comfort zone. And at the age of 26, I was in that comfort zone. I was earning above 10,000 US a week. My life, I've never seen money like that. Never. Nobody we knew made this kind of money. Me and Sati at night will look at each other after a few beers and we look at each other and say, unbelievable. How on earth we make this kind of money? You understand not? Alright? It was crazy. Me and Sati used to go to a club and then we say we want to sit in the front table. The manager said, sorry, booking. You know what I'll do? Ask Sati. I will say, how much is your revenue tonight? The guy will say, 15,000 ringgit. 4,000 US. Peanuts. 40% of my weekly check. I'll just take the money and throw. And we'll be in the first table. And that creates a comfort zone. And that is called immaturity in thinking. That means you're wasting your potential. That means your potential, like I always tell everyone, you don't stop. You don't stop. You don't ever celebrate truly until you're maxing 3 TCs consistently. After you max 3 TCs consistently, I will call you. We will celebrate in style. Sachin, we will go to London, we will go to Mauritius, we will go anywhere. But until you are maxing out 3 TCs consistently, in my book, you don't deserve to celebrate. Alright, the real celebration, the big celebration, the true achievement in life, that you know you have made it. You know you have made it to a point that the world can no longer deny you the celebration. That nobody will judge you. Nobody will doubt you. When you make 60, 70,000 US a week, who can doubt you? But you make 8,000 a month, please. Half the people will laugh at you and say, what business is this? You understand? People are saying it. So right now, who is your benchmark? There's 2 benchmarks in life. One is the way you live as a networker. Alright? The second benchmark is what you earn. The way you live is important. And I don't want to be a preacher. But at 26 years old, I completely changed the way I live. Or not, Kavita would never invite me to speak to you today. That nobody would listen to me. Because your value of your words is not what you say. It is who you are that defines your words. What you have achieved empowers your words. How you live empowers your words, not what you say. That's why I tell people there's no such thing as a best trainer in the world. Everyone say, Chief, I heard about this trainer on YouTube, Deepak Chopra. all right, Les Brown, all right, somebody, someday. They're all morons. Don't waste your time listening to the idiots. You understand? Because you don't know how they live. What have they contributed to your life? What have they truly achieved? Will you ever know? No, you won't. So the true essence of what you say is how you live and what you have achieved. And both must be combined to make you a powerful networker. So first, let's talk about how you live. Right now, 20,000 people online. I don't know whether you're part-time or full-time, but I hope all of you are full-time here, that this is your only option, that there's no safety net. This is it. You know, when you go to the trapeze, in the circus, I remember watching the Royal Indian Circus came to my hometown in Teluk Intan. I'll never forget. Amma took me, Kuna and Sati. Sati and Kuna were part of the circus, but me and Amma were watching. You understand or not? All right? No, I love my brothers a lot, but don't tell them. Okay? And I watched this trapeze, and they had a safety net. As a young boy, I was thinking, I also can do that, If there's a safety net, why can't I do it? Because the fear of falling is what creates the adrenaline in your life. You understand? But if there is a safety net with no fear, any idiot can do the trapeze, You understand or not? So now you must recognize the fact that remove your safety net and then ask yourself how you should live. How you should live as a networker. How you should live as a Qnet IR. Now, I'm not going to tell you what time to wake up, what time to sleep. We are not your parents. But you have to decide that in one day, how many hours you got? How many hours? And I programmed my mind, right, that I had about 12 hours real networking time because I was full-time and a maniac. I had 12 hours. My goal in that 12 hours was to bring in as many people into my organization and to identify the Sachin Guptas, the Kavitas, the Dick Vijays, the Amit Sonis, all right, the Aditya Ballas, you understand or not? I needed to identify them. That was my job as grand upline. But I had to bring a lot of people because these people, Sachin, all right, Kavita, Pooja, Diggy, Amit, and Aditya Balla, they are 1 in a million. All right? So how to find them? By using some washtu, throwing some shells on the floor, and then the shell is pointing to Bandra. I go to Bandra and wait in the Pani Puri shop for Sachin to come. No. You bring in as many people into your organization because network marketing has one logic. It's called mathematics. And mathematics is never wrong. The more people you talk to, the more sign-ups you get. The more sign-ups you get, the more leaders will be found. Simple mathematics. Now, if you understand mathematics, what should you do the whole day? Training, 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 training. That means you got 10 downlines and you train them until somebody surrenders. Bas, please stop talking. I'll become your leader. I am your leader, I promise. But please stop training me, Baisa, please. I cannot take it anymore. You understand not? Now, that is a stupid way of doing it. Because out of the 10 people, what if all of them are useless chutias? What are you going to do? You understand or not? What are you going to do? You're going to say, give up. Mathematics. The more people sign up, max out will happen. Simple logic. Follow the trail. What is max out? US dollars. Where does US dollars come? BV. Where does BV come? Presentation. Who are you presenting to? Prospects. So if you don't understand this basic logic which I understood, ask Sati. Every day, how many presentations we did? How many sign-ups? And the percentage of success is always higher when you have great uplines. That means right now in your organization, your percentage of success is higher. Now don't tell me, Chief, India got problems, Japan got problems, everywhere got problems. All that problems are gone now. Alright? Even Guruprit wants to sign up. He's messaging me. Alright? That moron is telling me, please, Chief, I can't make money harassing Qnet anymore. Alright? No one is paying me to screw you all. So please, can I sign up? Can I be above Sachin Gupta or not? You understand or not? So wake up and smell the coffee. It's mathematics. So your day of commitment, your day of activity has to be a perfect balance of bringing people in and building. Bring, build. Bring, build. BB. Bring, build. Bring, build. Alright? So after this session, go to your mirror. Go to your mirror and write bring and build. Building alone, you will fail. Bringing alone, you will fail. Now, what is the percentage? This is a mathematical science. Now, many of you don't know, but I'm quite smart. But don't tell anyone. Alright? For smart people, the world doesn't like them. Alright? So my intelligence is a secret. Alright? I'm just chief. But I calculated. The perfect ratio of bring to bill is 80-20. 80% bring, 20% bill. Do you understand? And don't worry. Building, you got experts on this call. Alright? You got experts who know how to build. Just bring 80% and take them and push in front of the experts. Alright? Your experts have system, LDC, LS, VCon, Zoom system, ISB, all that is contributing to your 20%. So don't panic. If you are a complete moron like me, who don't know anything about the 20%, alright? Don't worry. Focus on the 80%. So Dato'sri Vijay did the 20% for me. Sati. I brought everyone and sent to his house. One day I sent people to his house. I was not there. Where was I? Bringing. I was bringing more people because that is my strength. That is your strength. Use your strength. In the first few years of networking, your greatest strength is to bring, not build. Alright? Sachin started building after 5 years. The first 5 years he was bringing and bringing and bringing. He's still bringing today. And as your checks grow, your percentage will change. So now I am 80-20, the opposite. 80% of my time is to build. 20% bring. Only when your checks grows. But until you max out, your mantra must be 80 bring, 20 bill. Why? Because as your checks grow bigger, you are a more convincing presenter than anyone else. Imagine this lah. Your check now is 0. Don't worry, don't panic. All our checks were 0 one time also. Alright? Okay? If your check is 0, you present. You are presenting on adrenaline, excitement, freedom. Yes, this is a great business, fantastic, unbelievable. Now imagine when you do the presentation, your check is $10,000. Unbelievable! Deathless objection won't even come out because of your confidence, of your belief. So a lot of people make the mistake. As their check grows, they said, okay, now I'm expert builder. I don't need builders, I got too many. I need bringers. So if you look at your life today, guys, alright, whoever you are out of 20,000, if you're not maxing out right now, listen carefully. 80% of your time, bring. 20% bill. That means from the time you wake up, you are doing presentation. You are doing presentation for your group. You are helping your downlines do closing. Every focus is to bring people into the system. This is the focus that everyone forgets. Every video you watch of me, what do I say? Presentation, presentation, presentation. You think I'm an idiot who likes that word a lot, is it? I am trying to plant a seed in your mind that many activities are important. But the minute your mind tells you that presentation is not important, you're gone. I'm sorry to tell you this. I don't care who you are. All right? So now you are guilty. You're looking at the screen, say, you're talking to your partner or your husband or wife. 80%. But I got no more prospects, chief. This is why I don't like Zoom. Because I cannot slap on Zoom. You understand or not? They must create a Zoom technology, Big Vijay, where I can do like this, pata, and all 20,000 people can feel it. Ayo! You understand or not? All right? So can you feel it? Don't ever say it. Because if you say it many times, it becomes the truth in your mind. There is no such thing as no prospects. As long as people have sex and produce children, there will always be prospects in the world. And the beauty of where we are now, Corona. You know what is Corona? An automatic prospect machine. That this virus has created more prospects in Qnet than any time in the 22-year history of this company. I got prospects, like guys, calling me. My old bloody friends are calling me, bro, your business still working? I say, it's rocking. Hey, can you tell me about it? Sorry. I got a few people to talk to today. Tomorrow, 11 o'clock, I can talk to you at night. Do you understand? And for me, it's simple. All right? I'm not saying I don't need them. All right? But my presentation is very straightforward. Sign up or don't waste my time. Because what is their safety net? Gone. That means today, can you imagine? Everyone who said no to you is a prospect again. Everyone you meet is a prospect. But you need that attitude. You need that humility. You need that humility. Only arrogant people will say, got no more prospects. Only your ego will tell me, Chief, I run out of prospects. How is that humanly possible? Please tell me. Sachin Gupta got prospects. Why you got no prospects? Arun Jot got prospects. Sati got prospects. Alright? I got prospects. 3 days ago, Dato'sri Vijay called me and said, Pathman, when are you leaving the house? I said, Anne, Thursday I'm going to the office. Yeah, one of my classmates want to see Qnet. Please, can you show? So Dato'sri Vijay got a prospect, like guys, after 22 years. What is your excuse? But don't say it. Never say it. Because what you say implants here. Alright? And it implants here, it will come out as the truth in your stupid mind. So do you have prospects? Too many. What's the word? Too many. That's your answer now. Anyone asks you, hey, do you have people to present? Too many. Too many, too many, too many. So let's go back to commitment. So the way you live right now is 80% bring, 20% bill. And if all of 20,000 people practice it this week, all right, immediately your organization momentum will become unbelievable. Just 3 days, no, 2 days, today is Wednesday, just 2 days with a change of mindset, your organization can double in size, I promise you. I've seen this happen many, many times. All right? Now, the next commitment is the benchmark. What is your benchmark? What is it? Be honest with yourself. All right? Are you here really to make money? Or are you here to survive? All right? And don't all say, make money, Chief, make money. So saying it and believing it is two different things. Now, I have shown you enough proof that anyone, anywhere, any market, any challenge can max out. Smallest country, biggest country, most challenging country. If you say your city there is a crisis, I guarantee you, while you are complaining to me, there's somebody maxing out in the same city. All right? So what is your benchmark? Now, I always talk about max out. And people think max out is an unbelievable task. It is not. Your system practices 5 UV, 7 UV. All right? You need 180 on the left, 180 on the right to max out at gold. All right? And you need higher to max out at diamond and blue diamond. But let's talk about that 180. All right? If you do 5 UV sign-ups, that means you only need how many? 180 divided by 5. 180 divided by 5.
36.
24. You need 24 sign-ups on the left, 24 sign-ups on the right. Do you understand this logic? How simple it sounds. You need 24 people on the left, 24 people on the right. No. That's all. Think about it. Does that number sound unreasonable? Does that number sound unbelievable or impossible? Not at all. 24 on the left, 24 on the right. Within 7 days. Anyone can do it. Anyone. It is so possible, right, that anyone should believe in this. That means max out is not 5 years away, no. Max out is not 3 years away. Think about it. 24 on the left, 24 on the right. Any moron can do this in 3 months. Any moron can do this in 6 months. But you don't believe it. You believe max out is a myth. Like Ramayana, like that, Alright? You believe that, max out is an unbelievable story. Mahabharata, you understand? Oh my God. Written on the lotus leaf. Alright? Planted in some cave. Only Sachin Gupta and a few leaders have been to that cave. Wake up and smell the coffee, lah. A monkey with one testicle in a coma can max out, lah. 24 on the left, 24 on the right is nothing. Now translate it to presentation. No? So if you got, alright, a 10% success rate, you need 240 presentation on the left, 240 presentation on the right. 20% success rate, 120, 120. Do you understand or not? Is that logical? But you don't understand it. You have planted a seed that this is nice to have, but you actually believe it's impossible. Secretly, at the back of your mind, you think it's not possible. You admire all your uplines who are maxing out. Oh, look at Amit, look at Diggy, look at Aditya, Pooja. Oh, I love them. I respect them. Guys, you fail to understand. They were exactly like you. They were not born max out kings and queens, They were exactly like you, but they believed that it's possible. They believed the mathematical logic that 24 sign-ups on the left, 24 sign-ups on the right at 5 UV each. Boom, you max out. But you don't say it, You don't believe it. So draw on your mirror a circle, a line in the middle, 24 on the left, 24 on the right. Bring bill, 24, 24. Draw it in the mirror. If you can get one sign-up a week, you can get 24. The formula is not different. The formula is exactly the same. What is required to get a 250 check is the same formula required to get a $25,000 check. The numbers change. The intensity change. The commitment change. Alright? The activity increase immensely. But it's the same. Sachin is earning from BV, and his BV is coming from presentation. It's not magically coming from the sky. So wake up. Smell the coffee. So now, what is your benchmark? And I'm not being unreasonable. And I'm not bullshitting you. Put max out as your benchmark. Celebrate the 250 check also, I don't care. But in your mind, you must understand that your benchmark is max out. Alright? And every benchmark keeps you switched on. That you have to believe in your heart that it is possible. That is going to happen. And then your activity will be decided. Now comes the $1 million question. When? When you want to reach max out? When? Alright? And please don't think, analyze, draw your organization. Don't. Decide. Be an adult. Be a responsible individual. Decide when. Alright? Counsel your uplines and decide when. and then start your real journey. Because if you have not decided the timeline of your dreams, and if you have not decided the timeline for max out, that means what are you doing? What are you doing? It's like a job, If you don't have a timeline to your dreams, and you don't have a timeline to max out, isn't this a job? Go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home. What are you doing? Presentation, come back home, presentation, come back home, presentation, come back home, presentation, come back home. And you feel proud because you're doing it. But without a timeline to max out, how much to do? How fast to do? How crazy to become? How angry? Like Sakti will say, how hungry are you? This is what you need to start. So today on this phone call is the beginning. In this phone call is the beginning of your journey. Alright? Forget the past. Because without timelines to your max out, without dates to your dreams, you had a job. You had a job mentality in network marketing. Alright? And you're very proud because you did it. You did the activity. But at what intensity? Now, please tell me, when is the last time you had a do or die mentality? Think, when was it? Remember that one moment when you had do or die mentality. There is the exact attitude you need now. I don't care whether it was love. Let's say you fell in love and you had a do or die mentality to get the girl or boy. Alright? Or you had cancer and you had to fight it. Alright? And you had a do or die mentality to fight it. That is the exact attitude that must exist in your mind every day. Do or die. Like I said in one of my Wednesday message, you are used to living 1 month at a time because your bills are monthly. Everything in your life is monthly. We managed to change your mindset to weekly because every week you get your checks. Every week you get your commission. All right. Every week you got system to attend. But if you have a do or die mentality, you will live every minute. Somebody asked me, Chief, what is your secret? I live minute by minute. Do you understand? Minute by minute. You know why I am switched on all the time? Because to me, every minute matters. And I'm not lying to you. All right? Like I live my life to the max. Even if I'm on a holiday, which I've never been until last year. All right? Every minute matters. Because I believe that my one reply on WhatsApp, my quick phone call to somebody can create greatness. Inshallah. Because I can talk to Dato for 1 minute in the car near the lift and he can ignite a fire in me. And that is when I realized the power of a minute. And today under this coronavirus, every minute really counts, guys. Because you are stuck at home. What do you do? What can you do? Alright? You know what I believe? Today, I'm financially free. But my mindset has not changed. To me, lunch is a waste of time. If I eat lunch, you can ask my wife, if I eat lunch, my phone is on call with somebody. Whether it's J.R. Meyer, alright, somebody. Because I eat lunch for 30 minutes, nicely, put the sambar and mix and lick the hand and put the uruga, pickle, everything. I must have my tea. Alright, so I said, why waste 30 minutes? Now, whether my wife divorces me or stays with me, she must understand that the man she married is me. The way I am. Alright, I have not changed an ounce after I got married. A lot of people say after you get married, you change, you become la la land. No, I'm more switched on. You know why? Before this, I was alone. I had no responsibility. Alright, today I have somebody I'm responsible for fully. You understand? And my commitment is 100%. Even I do yoga, I milk it. Alright, I do yoga, I said take a photo, put it on social media. All right? And I am trying to inspire my yoga instructor to be a max out queen. I am the only man on the planet who can do presentation during yoga. So wake up and smell the coffee. Your attitude today is weak because you have not set a timeline to achieve max out. You have not put a date to every dream. So wake up and smell the coffee. Right now, under coronavirus, every minute matters. Every presentation matters. Because the next presentation you do could be Kavita. Kavita was somebody's prospect, guys. Are you crazy? You think they came from a machine? Sachin was somebody's prospect. Alright? So that person did the presentation and found Sachin Gupta, found Dave Advani. That means every presentation has the potential of taking you to max out even faster. Because if your next presentation is someone like me, like Kavita, like Sachin, like Digi, Aditya, Amit Soni, Pooja, alright? If somebody like that, what you have to worry, guys? Kalas, done. You will max out. So do not waste time. I have learned one valuable lesson. I know all of you are laughing at the corona, but there are people actually dying, Do you understand? Can you imagine those people? They thought their whole life was planned. They have all the time. And they touch their face, and next minute, ICU, respirator, die. So I don't take my life for granted. Today, I can die peacefully. Can you? Have you settled all your affairs? Is your next generation taken care of? Is everything covered? You got $1 million in Switzerland? You got 5 houses for all your children? What do you have? So don't waste time, because every minute matters. So guys, first, take out your dream list after this. And those naughty ones who don't have a dream list and feeling very guilty, don't panic. After this, take out a piece of paper, play Latika from Slumdog Millionaire, and write your dreams sincerely. However big, however small, you will never be judged. Write your dreams. But every dream has to have a date. Or not, it's a waste of time. And then redefine your commitment. Redefine your commitment by 80% bring, 20% bill. Most of you right now are doing 20% bring, 20% bill, and 60%, you know what lah, that goes into the toilet. Are you guys with me or not? Alright? So stop wasting time. Time now is to build. The time now is to bring. Bring, build. 80-20. Draw a circle on your mirror, put a line in the middle. 24 sign-ups, 5,000 BV on the left, 24 sign-ups, 5,000 BV on the right. It is possible. That's all you have to believe. And then put a date. Now, don't put next week. Alright? Be logical. But don't put 5 years, In 5 years, you can have 5 children. And you still don't max out. Go to the tallest building and play I Believe I Can Fly. Put a date. Counsel your upline. And then commit. Commit with only one attitude. The do or die attitude. Because there is no safety net. The safety net has vanished for the next 2 years in society, in economies, in countries around the world. So wake up, smell the coffee. I love you guys very much. Alright? And remember, I love you, but my duty towards you is to push you. So wake up and smell the coffee, guys. This week, week 20, make it a paradigm shift week and start your journey today. A brand new journey with the right attitude, with the right targets, with dreams, with dates, and a max out date. Alright? And I will watch my Wednesday message on Sunday at 8 p.m. Malaysian time for my Instagram live. Kavita, I love you. Sachin, I love you. Digi, Amit, I love you guys so much. Alright? God bless.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you so much. Thank you for reminding our purpose. And we're going to go bring, build, bring, build, bring, build. Thank you, Chief.
Love you guys.